right. Welcome, all you horrible horror fanatics, kings of horror
Hey,
fans,
everybody.
trivia players. It's time again for that
How's everybody
trivia.
doing tonight? Have a good week, I
The
hope.
only the only correct answer is yes. Good week. All that guessing 101. Jay over here winning like 2 out of the last 4 weeks. I'm just guessing now.
But you
But
guys got to show up because last week, second place had only three correct. Come on.
come on, we can do better than that. The
We could.
questions were not that hard. I was watching along, but out of the integrity of the game, I did not play because I saw the answers. Uh, so
No, you got to catch up, guys. You got to watch
gotta,
movies.
gotta
Well,
watch
that's a
movies,
good
gotta
stuff
read
out
some
there.
books.
Yep.
You know, you gotta do a little bit of all of it.
And you got to think about it. We've done this so many times. There's only so much we can ask. So we have to evolve, like Shelby said, into books, plays, everything horror related.
Yeah,
Comics.
three wasn't bad. Well, it's not a passing grade. We're not grading the class on a curve here. So, all right.
Hey, everybody
And
in the chat.
I have not forgotten. I've got to send out some replacement Thumper. I'm still going to send you those replacement stickers. I've not forgotten. It's been crazy the last few weeks. And Isaiah, if you're here tonight, I do have the returned package from your DVD you won a few months. I guess it's a few months ago. It's a few weeks ago at least. So I got to send that back out too. I got to do another mail day. So
You had bad
let's
luck
see.
sending stuff because I had that tube that was
Dude,
ran
sending
over.
stuff cross country just has not been the move. So I don't know what it is. Y'all just cursed. But without any further ado, we have some cool stuff to show you at halftime. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We got 10, actually we have 11 questions tonight, but we'll stop after the fifth one. And
And if you guys watch I only put it out 30 minutes ago on Final Destination 3. If you watched it, one of the answers to is in that video. So
I think Joseph may have watched. It's actually happy birthday. Joseph's getting those points. All right.
Joseph,
Was
put your answer at the end so no one copies.
yeah. Wait it out. All right. So I've got to adjust to this new system a little bit because I've moved my window to the wrong screen. So let us start. I'll switch it over to the plugin page where I have to share my screen and start the trivia game. And then bring the screen back up.
Who's seen Final Destination Bloodlines? Think we could talk spoilers? Unless anybody's definitely not spoilers while we wait. How'd you guys like Final Destination Bloodlines? Me personally, I thought it was better than number 3 because I'm covering on my channel right now. 1 and 2 are still my favorites. It was better than number. I might put it third or fourth. And I got to rewatch the Final Destination to see how I feel. But I thought it was at least middle of the road, worth watching. I like the way
How
they
many
tied the
are
story
there?
together.
There's 5 total.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It could have been better, Teresa. Some of the special effects were kind of. I see one they wanted to go gruesome, but it kind of got a little cartoony, like you could almost like bad CGI in certain spots.
You know, it's pretty impressive in this time and day for a big budget production to have bad CGI. That just seems like something that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, one of them it looked kind of. I was like, well, huh. That was I expected better, like from hundreds of millions of dollars. I expected better.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that like there's a like diminishing return on how like CGI looks versus like the amount of effort and the expertise in it. Like I'm sure like corners get cut, like you got to choose
Yeah.
where you're going to do it, but I don't know. It seems like, what was acceptable in like 1996 is like different from what I feel like should be acceptable now because we definitely don't lack the hardware to render stuff and make it look
Mhm.
less jank. So I don't know if it's big budget. It's bigger budget than anything I've worked with, right? I mean, they probably had. I bet that was at least a
It's
30 or $40 million production. I
yeah.
mean, that's I don't see how you can make a movie anymore without that much for that
It's almost
many.
like they said, "Hey AI, come up with this," and they kind of just did that ish. Some of the kills, like what AI thinks it would look like.
Let's see. Let's see what IMDb has the budget for.
Yeah, seeing Tony Todd, Joseph,
Let's see.
it makes you miss him. You see how frail that man was in the end. Just it was a little sad, but
Well, it's
good
awesome they
sending.
were at least able to film that with him before we lost him. Let's
I felt the
see.
same way when you saw Sid
Budget
Haig 3 from Hell.
estimated budget 50 million.
Oh,
Worldwide gross 193 million. So it's like horror movies still make money, but yeah, it's just you can't make. I would consider $50 million to be big. It's not. It's not.
yeah, it's not like
Interstellar.
It's not MCU budget.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what the hell has Marvel been doing with $200 million lately? Not great stuff. So like, money doesn't actually does correspond to a good movie either. But King, what do you mean? Are we back? We never left.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Hope y'all are
We
ready.
have some challenging questions. Try to step it up a little bit. Shelby, you want to take the one more one?
Candyman. Yes, I can do the first one. So, in Chud, cannibalistic human underground dwellers. What is the name of the soup kitchen? Is it St. Vincent's? Is it just the soup kitchen? Is it Reverend Shepherd's Mission? Or is it Haven of Hope? And all you got to do is type the number in the chat.
This was your hint on Patreon.
P-Nerps is showing off the pound sign there. Some Coachella questions.
Yep. All you gotta do is put the number of the answer you want in the chat.
Mm-hmm. It is just that easy, folks. Believe it or not, it's just that easy. Don't make it more difficult than it needs to be. That's our job.
Well, what was the name of that soup kitchen?
It's a mini theme tonight. It's a little bit dystopian horror movies.
Not on purpose, just kind of this question. We want
to. It's Reverend Shepherd's Mission.
Yep.
Is St. Vincent's based off of Farmer Vincent's fritters?
I can't remember where. I don't remember. I think I got it like off one of my buddy's names. I think I just picked him.
There's definitely like a Saint. There is a Saint Vincent. Like I've seen that.
It's probably it's my best friend's name. It's probably why I picked it. So
it's not as fake as None for You. I feel like I've definitely seen a Saint Vincent's something.
I think, no, it's not Daredevil. I'm trying to think similar. But next on,
we misspelled Terminator. Jesus.
Terminator. How many actors have been killed in a Terminator movie, a Predator movie, and an Alien movie? How many of them? Was it 0? Have there been 2, 3, or only 1? These people are the only ones to have been killed in a Terminator movie, a Predator movie, and an Alien movie. 0, 2, 3, or 1. Be careful with your answers. Put the number, the question number, not the number, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes. That's why I spelled out the numbers this time. P-Nerp says that I'm quiet. Can anybody else? Am I quiet for everybody else? You can hear me, Uncle Pete, right?
Yeah. And Bob put the number of that in there. Well, it might be too late now.
It should. It also reads the answer text, but usually
our answer
text is really long. Okay. So, like, good
luck
typing out the sentence, instead of just typing the number for some of these.
But yeah, it was 2. Lance Hendrickson and Bill Paxton. I say Lance Hendrickson, he was killed in an Alien movie. He died in an Alien movie. Bishop includes Android. You got to include him as Bishop, and Bill Paxton the other. So, 2 you guys got it right.
I'm not really sure what's going on. I'm turning my input a little bit up here, but
now you got louder.
Okay, is that better, everybody?
Yep.
Some different audio controls in this. So, all right. In the cabin in the woods, what is the name of the facility that controls the events? Is it the Watchers, the Foundation, the Center, or it doesn't have a name? Your R rating, my PG. Get your PG-13 out of my NC-17. That's my opinion. They don't make enough NC-17 movies and X-rated movies anymore. Those cowards are going for the money. The money. PG-13 is where the money is. R rating is where the art is. It's R for art.
I want like 1980s PG where you still saw like a bunch of stuff.
I mean, that's just life exposure. I mean, that's.
By the way, most of these are Uncle Pete questions, so you can blame this one on me.
Don't worry, I'm sure they'll hate the 2 that I made this week.
This one's mine. Okay. It's never named.
Showgirls. It's never, ever named. The Foundation would be a great name for it, though. But it's not.
Yep.
It's not. Jay, you're not doing a great job of guessing tonight.
Thank you, King. Yes, it was. Good old days.
Has Josh changed his profile picture on YouTube?
I don't know.
It looks different.
All right. So, who's the first walker to punch their ticket in Stephen King's The Long Walk? Is it Stebbins, Scram, Olson, or Curly? If you haven't read this story, it's one of my favorite Stephen King novels.
And before you complain, the movie's coming out this fall.
Yeah, I can't wait. Really good movie. But who's the first walker to punch their ticket in that movie? And I should say the novel. Stebbins, Scram, Olson, or Curly? Yeah, it's a great, great story, and it's short too. You can read it in a day.
Oh yeah, I read it. I just reread it, and it took me all of like 4 hours. It's 300 pages. I'm a fast reader. Stephen King's usually pretty easy reading.
And having read it a couple times, you kind of just flow with it.
But it's kind of hard to put down. There's not really any breaks. Like once the walk starts, it doesn't stop until there's only one person left. So it's kind of like a dope. There's no natural breaks in the book. It just kind of goes until 99 people are dead. So
yeah. So if you guys don't know The Long Walk, long story short, it was Curly. Yeah, Long Walk. Curly. You get 100 100 teenage boys. They start walking on a road, and if you slow down, if you don't hit a certain pace, you get shot. And they keep walking till 99 of them were dead.
And I think they made it. They made it over the state border. They start in Maine, and they just keep walking. And allegedly, one year they made it to Boston before there was a winner. There's all these like urban legends on
it's so good,
how far they get. So very cool. What horror movie features a VHS tape that sends viewers into madness after watching it? Is it Videodrome, The Ring, K-Row, or Cigarette Burns?
I mean, all solid films, really.
Really are.
I mean, you can't go wrong with one of these.
All of these feature VHS tapes, too.
Yep.
But only one of them sends you into madness.
This was an Uncle Pete question, so this anger will go towards me if you're unhappy. But
no, if you're unhappy, just take it out on me. It's fine. Don't you ever raise your voice to Uncle Preston. He's the one that brought you Christmas presents and nobody else did.
Let's see. I think anybody get it? No, you're going to be angry.
I bet a lot of people guessed Videodrome.
Yeah, it was Cigarette Burns. Starring Norman Reedus. It was one of the Master of Horror films.
Oh, okay. Patrick says read the question wrong. Nice excuse. Yeah. No. Actually, I think I answered it wrong. Can I go back and answer it now that I know the correct answer? I'd like to change my answer.
Yeah, but it's John Carpenter directed it. It stars Norman Reedus, and it's obviously one of the best Masters of Horror films.
It is a good one. It is a good one. Definitely one worth watching if you have not.
What's also worth watching is this movie, Society. But what's the disturbing ritual revealed at this film's climax? Is it the suckling, the shunting, the Macarena, or the feeding? So it's hard not to smile saying those words.
Uh-oh. Josh says, wasn't it a film reel, not a VHS tape?
Josh.
On Cigarette Burns?
Yes, Josh, but that's sorry. But back to the question: in society, what's a disturbing ritual? The suckling, the shunting, the Macarena, or the feeding?
Oh no, Uncle Pete did it! It wasn't me this week. I'm off the hook.
That burns when Josh catches you.
It doesn't feel good, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Feel good. The pressure's always on.
Damn, that burns.
Okay. I'm promoting the comment just to stick it in your side. All right, so
You always count on Josh.
let me pause the game because we are at the halfway point tonight. So we got a couple cool things going on. We of course have 2 movies tonight. I don't have the description for those, so Patrick, Kings of Horror in the chat, please drop the titles of those movies. But while we're doing that, we are going to show you a special sneak peek of season 2 of Meet the Carvers, which we're also going to premiere later after trivia as well, after the first movie plays. But you're seeing it here first. The first sneak peek of season 2 of Meet the Carvers, and we're going to go over here to this part, and we're going to go over here to this part, and hopefully this works.
Okay, so this is Jack Carver, and they told me that I'm supposed to do something to introduce season 2. So here's a sneak peek at what you can expect.
Must be quick. They are sleeping.
Get the hell out of here. Oh, I see. You like window shopping, huh, baby? You was flirting with the boy, but now you got your eyes on a real man. Yeah, I've been working out. Been meaning to get back to the gym and hit these traps. You want to see more, huh? Ah, yeah, that's nice. Just a little off the top.
Are you pissing into a bottle? What the hell is the matter with you?
It's not my fault. How could I have known a bus full of corkies would fight like that?
I don't think they were going to a casino. I think they were going to a special needs karate tournament.
I know, right? The one guy with the giant forehead kept chasing me around screaming, break the boards, break the boards, break the boards.
Maybe try to actually get some inside the bottle. You're spilling it everywhere.
Here, toss this out the window. Careful, it's dripping. Also, we have something called a Patreon. I don't know what that is, but they tell me that I could get money there, and I need money for weed and beer. So if you could send money to that would be nice. I think there's also an email address attached to that if you want to, like, I don't know, send pictures of your boobs.
You.
Okay, thanks. Enjoy.
All right. Well, who's excited for season 2 of Meet the Carvers? Because, yeah, that is something you can only catch here on Kings of Horror. That is an exclusive animated series from our good friends over at the Cinema Dojo. So,
looks pretty fun.
Looking forward to that. We'll have more information as it comes, but season 2 will start sometime later this year. And with that, let's get on to the last 5 questions of trivia. Who's ready to keep losing?
See, this is why I had the bonus question, because they erased that other question. That's why we have an extra question tonight.
That's why I've left this pinned. Josh's.
My Uncle Pete senses knew that Josh would call it out, so let me put a bonus question in there.
I called P-Nerps your super chat as expressionless face is how it translated it. Thank you for that, P-Nerps. Is this me? I get the zombie ass question? In zombie ass, Toilet of the Dead, what causes the zombie outbreak? Is it poop parasites, Jersey Shore family reunion, haunted chili, or a cursed bathroom? These all seem plausible. This is a tough one to guess. Exorcist, Vengeance, and Dawn are the 2 movies tonight.
Like you said, all 4 of the are viable options for.
These really are. I mean, honestly, you could make a movie about each one of these things. If it's not Jersey Shore family reunion, I'll be very upset.
That's going to be in the None for You franchise.
That's got to be like Amityville Thanksgiving 2. Is because of Jersey Shore family reunion.
Okay, so
if it's poop parasites, then they just ripped off the toilet seat parasites from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. from the truck stop bathroom. It is poop parasites.
Yep. No one
did it
Jersey
first.
Shore. No one has faith that everybody's got. No one had faith it was Jersey Shore.
Listen, the situation would never put you in a situation like that. Okay.
Yeah,
Have
but
more faith.
Snooki would.
Snooky would. Snooky
Yeah.
would.
I think yeah.
Boy, those are just terrible people.
I was gonna say none of them were. I'm like, yeah.
This is just awful people.
But this is what you could take this one. It's your,
Okay, I get this because this is a Geist question. In Poultry Geist, Night of the Chicken Dead, where do the killer Poultry Geist chickens come from? Is it an experimental Poultry Geist chicken farm, a cursed Poultry Geist chicken bunker, Poultry Geist chicken coop in hell, or Poultry Geist fillet? I got to make up for not getting to play last week.
Does anybody believe it could be Chick-fil-A?
Honestly, it'd be hilarious if somebody made a hit piece horror movie and had Chick-fil-A as like the originators.
If that movie somehow made it into like one of those parody horror movies,
Bro,
it would be from Chick-fil-A.
You know the Chick-fil-A folks are very litigious. I probably got a lawsuit in the mail already for saying that. You can't be talking bad about their Christian chicken. It's the hate that makes it taste better. I don't know. It might be a regional thing. It was the cursed Poultry Geist bunker. But some regional Chick-fil-A's will let you buy like a 40-pack of nuggets, and that's pretty sick. That's a cool feature. You don't see it on the menu always, but
okay, this might be a spicy take. White Castle is better than Chick-fil-A.
Oh, White Castle's great.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to fight you on that. I love White Castle.
Might be spicy, but White Castle is better than Chick-fil-A.
I just forget to go. We do have a White Castle in town.
We don't got them here.
Get a Craver case and just eat it in shame.
Oh, I get this one. Okay, so what does Q in Q the winged serpent stand for? Quetzalcoatl, quasi-dactyl, quasi-normal, or quasisaurus? What does the Q in Q the winged serpent stand for? Quetzalcoatl. Sorry, I know I butchered that. Quasi-dactyl, quasi-normal, or quasisaurus? Just watch that today. It was on Shudder.
I guess, P-Nerps, you're not a fan of White Castle or Chick-fil-A? Or was that directed at White Castle? I don't even know if you'd have the chance to really try it. I don't think they have international.
No, I mean, granted, the ones you buy in the frozen section and throw in the microwave are pretty much the same thing. It's just steamed up.
They are.
I mean,
but nothing beats the shame of going at 2:00 in the morning and getting a case.
And ordering a case.
And you got to get a Big Red with it.
And ordering
it's like pairing a fine wine. Like Big Red, it makes Big Red pop.
Ordering a crave case.
Quetzalcoatl.
Oh, you guys got that one. Great
job.
It's
a fancy turkey pheasant thing in Central America. Very colorful. Quetzalcoatl.
Has anybody never tried White Castle or Chick-fil-A?
What's your favorite? Come on, P-Nerps, you got to have a favorite takeaway place across the pond. What's the best like chain restaurant in your neck of the woods? And while you're answering that, I'll ask you this question. In They Live, what was the name of the church you used as the resistance headquarters? Was it Eastside Baptist Church, Chapel of the Universal Good, Cathedral of St. Mary the Mother, or African Methodist Episcopal Free Church, the AME Free Church?
In-N-Out is pretty good.
Quetzalcoatl. There you go. Josh has the pronunciation.
Thank you, Josh.
David Carradine's fave? I don't know. What is his fave? Davis Carradine.
Okay,
In-N-Out
so
solid.
I'll let you guys in the chat here since we're talking fast food now. In-N-Out or Five Guys?
Probably In-N-Out. Five Guys is too expensive.
It's like
Five Guys
taste,
burgers are
if
solid.
I'm just judging on taste, I'm choosing Five Guys, but comparison with the price,
but it's like $20.
I got to go In-N-Out.
It's like that in Shake Shack. It's like, okay, it's good, but it costs.
This is a Shelby question.
too much.
This was a Shelby question.
Schlotsky's is good. Popeyes is banger. I like Church's because they have mini corn dogs. Right? I think they have mini corn dogs still. They have like other random non-mini burgers. They do the little chicken sandwich. It's kind of like Crystal.
Oh yeah,
Crystal's pretty dope too. Quiznos was dope.
Question. Now, if you know me, wait to the end to put your answer. So, how old did I just turn this past May 28th? Did I turn 50, 49, 48, or 47?
Schlotsky's is too fancy. How old is Uncle Preston?
You know, how old am I now? Did I just turn 50, just turn 49, 48, or 47?
I think Popeyes is my favorite chain chicken place because you can always get the red beans and rice, and they manage to not screw it up at any market. If you have one, Gus's world famous fried chicken is my favorite chicken place of all time. There are a ton of them. It's like based out of Memphis, but it is the best chicken at a chain restaurant I think I've ever had. Fantastic stuff.
It's not fast food, but I've only have them on the East Coast. There's a Wawa's because you get those.
They're coming.
Sandwiches at a Wawa's, especially that Thanksgiving. The gobbler.
We are getting a Wawa in Lexington. Actually, we're getting 2.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Wawas. So we just got Publix finally. So we have pub subs, and we're also getting the Wawa. So I'm pretty stoked about that.
All right, how'd you guys do? Well, most of you guessed right, or just to me. Just turned 48 years young or old. It depends on the day of the week.
I don't feel so old now.
Well, one person thought I looked the oldest. So 2 people thought I looked the youngest.
Phoenix says you're 104. Where you at? Count Orlock?
Okay, how do I take that if they don't feel so old now? You younger or older? Or
Jay's out here doxing you.
Yeah, right. Well, he just did math.
You have to count the first. We got a winner.
Oh, jeez. It's Josh.
You would have had 9 if you didn't screw up the question about the VHS tapes.
So even if we erase that question, Josh still wins.
Josh won the random tiebreaker, so it wasn't a travesty.
Okay.
But Thumper was tied. Thumper was in
there.
Thumper was in there. That would have been the tiebreaker, but it's okay. Destiny smiled upon you, Josh, and your corrections and your pronunciation. So congratulations on your, I think it's your second win this year.
Yep.
I think. Let me consult the spreadsheet.
Josh turned 48 40 years ago. Josh is really old.
Josh is so old. Well, how do you think he knows all the timelines he's lived in?
Yeah, exactly.
You can't.
That's why he knows all the trivia.
That's why like the Evil Dead. He's in the Evil Dead timeline. He's got the portal access like Ash. So let's see. Winners this year. We have no, I guess this is Josh's first win this year. Well, he hasn't been here every week because he's a busy man.
I know he's got a former protest.
He won a lot last year. So he's a veteran. We have a murderer's row of trivia regulars.
He's definitely one of the most dangerous contenders.
He is. When you see him in the chat, beware. Because if he's sitting there for all 10 questions, you're going to be having a hard time. But great showing, everybody. The movies are starting, so we will catch you all next week. Remember, we've got 2 movies tonight. We will be playing that premiere of the Meet the Carvers Season 2 in between the movies. And then we also have a double feature tomorrow night. And you all have a wonderful week.
Take care, everybody.
And we will see you when Uncle Preston is 49. or next week, whichever comes faster.
Yeah. So. Thanks, Josh. Thanks, everybody.